second graders, it's Mrs. Hilliard here, and I am just coming into your classrooms today, virtually, to talk to you about what's coming up next in social studies. So I know you and your teachers have hopefully been learning all about the Creek and the Cherokee, and we are working on making this booklet. So hopefully your teachers have talked to you all about the Creek and the Cherokee and where they lived and what they ate and the jobs that they had and even the homes that they lived in. So I am so excited about our next people that we're going to start talking about coming up, because they were a part of the Creek and Cherokee tribes. Two of them were. One of them was from England. But our first person we're going to be learning about is Tomochichi. And even his name sounds so Native American. So this is a picture of Tomochichi in a giant book that your teacher is going to be sharing with you. And just take a minute to look at that. Look at that picture. How would you describe him? He looks like he's brave for sure. He looks confident. He's not smiling. Of course, this would have been a drawing because there were no cameras back then. But you're going to start learning all about Tomochichi this week and into next week. And then with him is a twisted tale of history between three people. Tomochichi is going to be our oldest person that we learn about. And he is going to actually be a part of a tribe that was in Alabama. And he's going to come walking across the bottom part of Georgia, the coastal plains. Hopefully you remember that. And while he's walking, he's going to pick up some people with him. They're going to form a new tribe, and they're going to head all the way to Savannah. Now, Savannah didn't have that name yet, but we know where Savannah is because it's on our coastline. And we remember the Savannah River that dumped right there into our Atlantic Ocean. So he's going to be there. And while he's there, another man is going to show up from England. And they're going to have to do a lot of synergizing in order to make their area work together. So I hope you are having a wonderful time learning about the Creek and Cherokee. It's absolutely one of my favorite units to learn about. I hope you are taking the time to work on. I wanted to show you one that my class was doing. This was our recent one that we did about the Cherokee, and then we drew pictures of their winter home and their summer home. Their winter home and their summer home? Their winter home was enclosed. Their summer home was wide open, kind of like our pavilion up in the bus port. So I'm actually filming this outside because you can see the bugs. But there's something running in the woods. I don't know if I would have been a very good Native American. I don't know what that is. But okay. So hopefully you have cut up some social studies weeklies. You've put some blank pages in there to fill up your social studies weeklies information. And don't put it together yet, because we're going to do a page on Tomochichi, a page on James Oglethorpe, and then a page on Mary Musgrove. And then our last person, oh, there are 4 people. Our last person is Sequoia. And he was actually a part of the Cherokee tribe, but they're not really sure how far down in Georgia he actually lived. Okay, if I get attacked by something second grade, you make sure you continue to watch the video so you can see what it was that attacked me. I'm hoping it's just a bird or something. Oh my gosh. And there's bugs everywhere. So, finish this book. Don't put it together yet. Make your front cover. Keep it all going. And then once we are all finished, we can staple it together, and you're going to have an all about the Creek and Cherokee. And I'm hoping next week if not next week, then the next, sometime before we go out for Thanksgiving break. I'm hoping we can get all the second graders together and I can show you some of my awesome artifacts that I have from real Creek and Cherokee lands from over time. And my husband being a history teacher, we have traveled to lots of different places. So I'm hoping we can get together and we can hang out and maybe eat some beaver nuggets. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll show you all the cool stuff I have. We're trying to figure out when we can get that planned. And I hope you are learning and loving and enjoying everything about the Creek and Cherokee because it's such a big, important part of our history here in the state of Georgia. So, when you start learning about Tomochichi, keep in mind, we don't know a whole lot about him because they didn't write things down. They actually didn't even have the letter formation to write it. They didn't have an alphabet to write in their language. Sequoia's going to come along and help them with that, though. But Tomochichi was one of the coolest people because I think one of the reasons I love him so much is he was just a cute little old man. He was just a little old man. And he walks. He walks. People, I just walked from the school building. He walks to Georgia from like the other side of Alabama. So it took him quite a while, but he's going to make it to Alabama and he's going to be settling there on that river, the Savannah River and the ocean right there. Great place to settle. Okay, so that's going to conclude our video because I think something very large is about to come out of the bushes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's runners from Alatoona because sometimes our Alatoona neighbors run in the woods. I'm hoping that's what it is because it sounds like a large amount. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what the Native Americans went through. Can you? I can't imagine how hard their lives were. Because here I am thinking about leaving school and what I'm going to make for dinner. They had to find it, hunt it, trap it, kill it, skin it, cook it, and then eat it. And then they had to eat all of it because they didn't have refrigerators to store any leftovers. It's a really hard life. So I hope... Okay, I'm serious. I'm ending it. So I hope to see y'all soon. I have a ton of things I would love to share with you and get you all in the cafeteria maybe. And we could look at all the things we have and talk a little bit more about it. And I hope you learn a lot about Tomochichi. See you soon. Bye.